Have you ever felt this uncontrollable rage? Your chest is on fire. Your head has so much pressure built up, and your muscles feel so tense they're gonna snap like a mousetrap. Maybe you want to let all that rage loose and demolish everything around you, but you can't. If you ever want to let your anger loose, but you've been afraid of what would happen if you let it go unrestrained, here are some anger management tips and some mistakes people make. A few years ago, I was working someplace, and I was frustrated with the long hours they were forcing us to take. We were supposed to leave at 11 p.m., but instead we ended up leaving at 2 a.m., and this continued for a long time. So when management refused to step in or help out, I got pissed. I got so angry, the only thing I could do was leave. If I didn't leave the building, I'd end up breaking something there or saying something I would have regretted. When I went out, I walked around for a little bit, tried to get some fresh air. When that still didn't help, I went into my car, rolled up the windows, and yelled at the top of my lungs. When that still didn't help, I grabbed my deadlift jack. This is what it looks like. I grabbed it, started smashing it into the ground. I overheard the new girl telling the other coworkers that she heard a guy screaming at the top of his lungs in his car. And then she saw him beating into the ground like an idiot. Not only did I break my deadlift jack, but it was really embarrassing to hear what other people thought of me. This lunacy of anger had to stop. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they're trying to control their anger is that they rely on vices. These vices can include alcohol, drug, porn, sex, or food. The reason this is a mistake is that you depend on something externally for something that you feel internally. This thing that you're expecting to make you feel better all the time is not going to always be there. I did this for the longest time. In order to feel better, I'd get a drink after work. I would either go to my bar or drink at home. Either way, it was a coping mechanism for the stress at work. I would tell myself I deserved to have a drink because it was very stressful at work. What I didn't realize was that not only was I reaching for things to make me feel better, but I was gaining a lot of weight as well from the alcohol. So when I didn't have that alcohol, I'd feel very irritable. I'd still be angry about the day and stressed out, but I'd have no relief for it. So what I relied on externally was a crutch to make me feel better. I had to change what I was relying on so that it was internally built and helped me feel better in the long run. I had to shift my mind from finding things externally to help me feel better to something internal. That way, when I wanted to feel better and relieve myself of the anger, I could just reach for it internally instead of finding something as a vice. If you want to stop your anger from restraining you and feeling happy, here are some techniques that you could use to help control it. The first thing you could try, which is what I did, was get in your car, roll up your windows, and yell at the top of your lungs. This can be a huge emotional and physical relief. If you do it indoors near other people, you might come across a little crazy. So probably the best place to do it is in your car, alone. The second thing you could do is you could meditate. Meditation brings you a connection with your body and emotion. It takes a lot of practice to do it correctly, but when you get the hang of it, you only really need a few minutes a day to really bring that peace inside you. I thought you had to go into the mountains, meditate with monks for years in order to achieve that happiness. But if you learn that skill, it'll get you quickly into a peaceful mindset. And you don't have to go into the mountains to meditate with the monks for years to get it. The third thing you could do is you could journal. Journaling clears your mind of the thoughts that you have recirculating. When you're angry, you have a tough time thinking clearly. But when you journal, there are only so many ways you could write "I'm angry" over and over again. Once you get past that, you start thinking about why you're angry, what's triggering you, and how you can fix it. Journaling helps you move past the thoughts that are blocking you. The fourth thing you could do is you could go out for a walk. Walking not only recirculates your blood, but it also provides you more oxygen. The oxygen and the movement helps you think clearly. Steve Jobs was a very angry man, but he would constantly go on 10-minute walks to help clear his mind so he could think clearly instead of be caught in his emotions. And the fifth thing you could do is you could work out. This is one of my favorite things to do. Because Because not only can you vent your frustration and anger, but you get stronger as well. If you're at work, you could try the prison workout, which consists of things like dips, push-ups, burpees, handstands. These are all very confined space workouts, and you can do them anytime to help quickly relieve your physical stress. So if you're feeling angry and feeling repressed by the anger and frustration that you have, because culture, your society, parents, friends, or relatives tell you it's wrong to feel your emotions, or they tell you your emotions are weak and that you shouldn't feel them, you shouldn't talk about them, you shouldn't discuss them. Or maybe they tell you your emotions are useless. They don't have a practicality to them. They don't have a price or cost to them, so you suppress them in order to feel better. But you find out that it makes you feel worse in the long run. Then you want to work on your anger. I've been working with clients to help relieve them of their anger and frustration instantly. In just one session, clients feel relief from their stress. Their anger isn't costing them their energy and time. They're feeling confident, and they're getting the love and respect that they deserve. It's not costing them their past and their future. They're finally feeling free from the shackles of their anger. And if you're looking to be one of those warriors within, check out the link down below for more information. And until next time, guys, feel free, feel happy.